round. Deontay Wilder in the first fight, it was competitive. He threw 35 punches in that first round. In the second fight, Wilder only threw 19. Heavyweight championship of the world, third time around. Both men at their heaviest weight ever. Brian Kenny, Lennox Lewis, Andre Ward, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Round number 1 in the third fight, and Wilder comes out, lands a jab to the body, and another jab immediately. Wilder already looks more active, and you have to like the look of that, Andre.
Yeah, he's trying to set the tone early, and I like that he's going to the body where it's easier to hit, and you got a greater chance to land it than you do to the head. So
nice.
Good move right now from Deontay Wilder.
Nice right hand to the body off the jab. A very different Deontay Wilder. We're talking 25 seconds, Lennox, into the first fight, into this first round.
Yeah, he wants to get it. He wants to punch down to his body, then bring it up to the head. Get him looking down and worried about the bottom of his body, and then come over the top with his right hand.
Wilder throwing that stick out. We have not seen a strong jab in a long time. We have not seen an outstanding work rate from Wilder in a long time. He looks outstanding in the first minute of this fight.
He's got Fury on his back foot a little bit, guessing, because he's not just trying to come forward. I'm talking about Wilder. He's being very successful with his approach coming forward.
If I was Tyson Fury right now, I'd be jabbing him back to the belly too.
Fury is trying to assess what's happening right now. He's looking at Wilder. Wilder, again, is turned a little more, with his left side forward. So he's just showing that left shoulder and then snapping out a strong, long jab.
Wilder's going to be coming up top just here shortly with that right hand.
In these small bits of success that Wilder has had in these first two fights, it has come when he's been active. Now comes Tyson Fury, and he throws a right hand and then grabs immediately. Surprising. In the second fight, he would wall and put his body weight on Wilder. But the demeanor, the fighting spirit, already looks different from Wilder.
Well, Wilder has a game plan this time. He's not just relying on that right hand, and that's what we wanted to see unfold, to see what changes were made and what his game plan was going to be. And it looks like he's trying to set the right hand up.
Fury is very good at dodging that right hand, but Wilder throwing it is an outstanding sign for him.
Wilder should throw that jab to the belly, then to the head, and mix it up, not just to the belly.
Well, he's coming up top. He's just taking his time right now.
Already, Deontay Wilder throwing 12 jabs in this round. That is an outstanding sign. Again, Fury has not been damaged, but he's taken some body shots, and already these are scoring shots from Deontay Wilder.
Those aren't just scoring, but they're doing damage that show up as the fight progresses.
Fury knows he's in a very different battle. You can see in the look in his eyes, and as he lands a hook, stepping forward.
Stop! Let go! Let go!
Again, you can only control certain things, but you can control the work rate, and Wilder looks different in the third fight. 1-2 from Fury. He starts to get into a rhythm. We've been saying all night, we will learn a lot. Oh! Big 1-2 by Fury.
No! Let go! Let go! No!
Fury came in good with that right hand there. At the last seconds of the right hand by Tyson Fury, right on the chin of Deontay. Deontay handled that right hand really good. That's a wake-up shot.
Keep pulling. He's getting tired now. You see it? Yep. Excellent. Just keep setting the trap.
Oh, no. I'm the king. And landed a beautiful right hand. Round 2, scheduled for the championship 12. Wilder jabbing immediately. Fury not showing the same head movement that he did in the first fight, where he was constantly moving his head and feinting and double feinting.
Yeah, he's not moving his upper body or his legs like he was in the first two fights.
Wilder touched with the right hand and looked off balance. I don't know if he was hurt or just lost his way.
But I think Fury, like you said, Brian, was just processing because Deontay came out so sharp.
Yeah.
And he implied a game plan that he hadn't implied before.
Hard shot right on the belt. Right on the belt, that's a legal shot. It's right over the belly button.
Wilder's telegraphing his right hand when he shouldn't be. He's got to set it up with the jab or something else, or a jab to the belly.
Lennox, you have to like the work rate, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I like
showing something here.
Well, I like the work rate. He realized the last fight he didn't go to the stomach and the belly, but this fight he's definitely going to the belly. And I know that's Malik Scott telling him to do that.
But Wilder was brought along very slowly after winning the Olympic bronze medal. Started boxing at the age of 19. But again, by the time he fought for the title in Bermane-Stiverne, he showed a good, hard jab. And that made all the difference in the world. He's gotten away from that, fell in love with his power, and has been really losing rounds over his last 5 fights. But he's able to bail himself out with his tremendous power. Fury, reeling back, does not want to get anywhere near that right hand. Fury back to showing respect. See that? He's like, no, 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 getting out of here.
See, that's what Deontay has to worry about, because Tyson Fury knows what he's trying to do right now and block that, and it's really block that jab to the belly and come back with a left right.
You're holding.
Good body shot. Russell Mora, good job.
I got you. Come on.
Mora getting in there and said, look, you can let those guys punch out of that. Let them box. Good job by Russell Mora.
Both fighters in that exchange are giving just as much as they're getting.
Nice right hand, Wilder. Able to touch him. Back comes Fury. And that's the second time, Andre, we've seen that. Fury lands the right hand and clutches.
Let go.
I don't think he's comfortable right now to let both hands go. He wants to kind of land a 1-2 and make sure he's secure and safe.
Hands are free.
And then reset.
I agree completely with what you said, Andre. I'm looking and thinking every time Fury throws a shot, you wonder if it's going to be the end of the night. You know, I mean, from both sides.
These are two big men.
Fury coming in 277 pounds.
Let him go. Let
Again,
him
he was
go.
256 in the first fight, where he was fighting more like a welterweight or a middleweight. But this time he's fighting like a huge man that he is. But Wilder has a lot more strength, a lot more of a fighting spirit in this bout.
Every time that Fury comes in, he's trying to throw that short uppercut inside. That was really successful with him in the last fight. He's coming across straight at Deontay's face.
Yeah, and Fury rarely likes to land the left. It's more of a decoy. He kind of slaps the left hand out just to kind of get Deontay's attention, but he really wants to land the big right hand.
Round 3, and we are already seeing the excitement that we saw in the first fight. Again, that first round of the first fight, remember how exciting it was. Thinking, oh, this is not a dud of a heavyweight fight.
Right now he's showing that he does, absolutely.
Round 3, and Deontay Wilder taking the initiative, but Fury has certainly had some very good, powerful answers on the other way. He's outlanding Deontay Wilder 19-12.
Now you see Fury getting into his signature feinting and moving, and that's what he likes to do. He likes to feint, freeze the opponent, and then come with the 1-2. Just like that.
Fury is very dangerous coming in with that right hand, no question. He looks powerful. Everything they throw, it could be good night. Stepping in with the jab, and now holding on to Wilder. And again, I'll repeat something, Lennox, that you said. I believe it was in the early rounds of that second fight. If Deontay isn't jabbing, Tyson will jab.
Yes.
But Deontay is jabbing and taking the initiative.
He's jabbing, he's also throwing a left hook. And this is what I want to see, a more variation of his punches.
Good jab to the body from Wilder.
Yeah, he can't go away from that. That was great work in the first round. He kind of got away from it in the second round. He's got to stay downstairs as this fight keeps progressing.
You know, it's going to be interesting how to score these rounds already. We're processing everything we're seeing. Larry Hazard is with us, but even in that first round.
Stop. Look at me. Don't put him in a headlock.
All right, Russell Mora said don't put him in a headlock, and emphasized that and insisted that Fury pay attention to him. Good job by the ref. Good stiff jab by Fury.
I don't know about not putting him in a headlock. If he ducks his head, I'm going to make sure he can't hit me while he's down there. So I'm not sure what Moore is talking about with that one.
Wild shots, big right hand. There's a signature right by Wilder. Grazing shot, but it's dangerous.
Okay, stop.
Also, every right hand Fury throws looks dangerous, Lennox.
Yeah.
That just grazed him, but wow, that's Wilder doing a good stiff jab by Tyson Fury. Wilder loads up on the right hand.
Took a shot right there. He just missed Fury.
Hey, look, you got to throw. That's your chance. Wilder tries. Fury's still good with his head, getting out of the way.
Wilder has to be careful that he doesn't exert himself throwing these right hands and missing. He's got to be more accurate with it. And where he wasn't missing was to the body.
I mentioned that first round is going to be interesting in how it's scored. In that Fury landed a beautiful right hand at the end of the round, but Wilder was really getting the better of it there. Another right hand. And down goes Wilder. Fury put him down with the right hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Put your
He's
hands
hurt,
up.
fellas.
Come here.
He's hurt.
Can he step to Russell Mora?
You want to fight?
Yeah, let's go.
He says he wants to continue. That right hand so dangerous from Fury.
15
so much
seconds on
power.
the clock.
This time he hits him with another right hand. He nailed Wilder with that. 10 seconds to go. Can he survive? The champ answering uppercut by Fury. Another shot. Wilder out of control. Eats a hook. And another. And that's the round. Wilder has a minute to recover.
Look at him. You're jabbing him.
Fury, who's the power puncher.
Yeah, Fury came in with a nice right hand, caught him good. Wilder's doing a mistake by putting his head down. He's so big, he should not put his head down, especially Tyson Fury throws a good uppercut as well.
To Tyson Fury, you got to jump back on Deontay Wilder. He's better than he was before the round ended, or when the round ended, but he's not all the way back.
Huge knockdown by Tyson Fury. Again, you have 1 minute to recover. Can Deontay Wilder recover? Does not look very solid as of right now.
Yeah, he doesn't look steady on his feet. He's walking around. He needs to keep his feet, shoulder width apart. And on his toes. He needs to be on his toes.
But it's a fine line because Wilder's still dangerous.
Wilder is dangerous, but he's hurt. He's in the corner, and now the Gypsy King is mauling him once again, just as he did in the second fight.
This is where the Gypsy King should take a step back. Because he's got Deontay in the corner, Deontay can't go anywhere. This is where he should throw his combinations.
That's the third time Tyson Fury has put Wilder on the deck. Twice in the second fight, third round with a big right hand, the fifth round with a hook to the body. That was a right hand that put Wilder down this time around.
Let him go. Stop. Stop.
Can't say it's not exciting, guys.
Yeah.
Wilder pawing now with the jab.
Stop. Let go. Stop. Stop.
Fascinating change in this fight, where again Fury is backing up a lot of the time, but answering with a jab and a right hand, and a thunderous, at times, right hand.
Let me tell you, that's the mistake when you throw power punches early. You get tired quicker.
Well, it's not just that, Lennox. You got to understand that Wilder has a lot more mass on him, too. Good body shot right there from Tyson Fury. So he's going to fatigue quicker than he even normally would without the mass.
Yeah, this is where weightlifting doesn't work for boxing. You got to do the right weightlifting.
Fury doesn't look steady, guys. He backs up now. Fury gets him up against the ropes. Although you have to say, Wilder shows real guts. Again, he never quit in the second fight. He didn't want it to be stopped. He protested immediately, and he got up and he survived that third round.
I'll tell you what, the ref's got his work cut out for him in this fight.
Gilmore's got to earn his money tonight.
And he's got the big guys, so he's doing a lot of pushing right now.
Wilder! Beautiful shot! Down goes Fury!
Whoa!
Wilder with the answer!
Whoa!
He's hurt.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Put your hands up. Come here. Give me your glove.
Fury says, yes, of course I'm all right. Big right hand and a thunderous answer by Wilder. Fury is hurt. Uppercut and a hook. Wilder with his big chance. Can he get the title back? Big right hand from Fury.
Wilder's got to get...
And down goes Fury again.
He's hurt, fellas.
4,
Wow.
5. Over there. 6.
Fury back up. Final seconds.
8. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Give me your glove.
That's the end of the
You
round.
okay?
But he has to be ready. That's
Fellas,
the end
that
of
was
the
an
round.
extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns. I don't know what that was about for more, but those...
Looks wobbled. He answers with a thunderous right hand. Wow. Wilder lauded as one of the greatest punchers in heavyweight history, and proving it here again tonight. For Wilder to be that hurt and come back and knock down Fury twice, sensational.
He's always
just
dangerous.
sensational.
He's always dangerous.
And that's kind of the back behind the ear. So that was off balance by Fury, but he still went down. It still hurt. 3 knockdowns already in this fight. As we get into round number 5, heavyweight championship of the world, it has more than lived up to the billing already. Wilder looks slightly gassed, but he is still able to throw a big right hand from distance.
Let go. I got you.
You see the punches landed. Lennox, I've got to just get it off the screen. Let's count knockdowns.
Wilder wants to set his shots up. He doesn't want to waste any shots. Just in case Tyson Fury is able to recover, there's still a lot more fight to be fought because it's only the 5th round.
Good jab by Fury. Andre, Fury looks pretty good.
Yeah. He's not all the way back yet. He's not all the way back yet.
Now Wilder comes in. Wilder certainly has lost a little fuel in the tank. No doubt. He doesn't look as crisp, but those punches are hard.
When Tyson Fury got hit there, he basically took that punch.
Look at Fury. Beautiful left and right, straight up the middle, and knocks Wilder's head sideways.
That got his attention for sure.
Wow. These are big shots, big uppercut. Mora lets him wrestle out. They can punch out of that.
Hands are free. Your hands are free.
On the ropes. Wilder tiring. That's 280 pounds of Tyson Fury leaning on Wilder. Round number 5, so much has happened.
Oh, good jab by Tyson Fury. He's got to get that jab going again.
Now Fury looks like he's back.
Wilder answers with the right hand, just when you think one man has the better of it. There's another big right hand.
Wow.
Just missed. He is able to touch Fury with that right hand more than ever. Now he backs Fury into the corner.
Stop.
Furious, thunderous fighting for the heavyweight title.
Fury's defense does not look like he's on point like he was in those first 2 fights.
Yeah,
He's not moving his
He
head.
looks like he's a little off.
Right.
And this is a game of interest, fellas.
In that first fight, Tyson Fury was able to miss with that right hand.
They both tried to go home early with that one.
Home run shots, final minute of round 5.
Fury has to get back to his boxing.
Okay, stop. Let go. No punches.
Yeah, he's come in as a puncher here, Lennox.
Yeah, I
No
mean,
question.
he knows he's a puncher, but he's got to get back into the boxing. He's got to throw more jabs before coming back with that power punch.
Wilder is not allowed a lot of that. Again, when Wilder is active, Fury has to step back. He has to respect that power. But Fury has been the man with tremendous power. 3 knockdowns in the fight, 1 for Fury, 2 for Wilder. Tries another right hand.
Both fighters should keep going to that body. If you're going to be inside, you might as well make the most of it and dig a couple shots, short shots underneath.
So much has happened. The early jabs from Deontay Wilder looked like he had his fighting spirit back. The 3 knockdowns. Letlet's go upstairs.
Great. That last round's a 10-7 round.
Brian, back to you.
Round 6. And Max, I'm with you. I thought this was a huge fight for Wilder's legacy. A win would make that second fight look like a blip on the record, but a bad night would make it a loss, would really call his whole reign into question. I think Wilder's answered beautifully here tonight, no matter what happens, but Tyson Fury has answered back as well. Amazing. 3 knockdowns in this fight.
Yeah, this is a huge fight for both fighters' legacy. Not just Deontay Wilder.
And it's a war of attrition already. Brian
Yes.
Kenny, Lennox Lewis, Andre Ward. Lennox, your thoughts as both guys look sometimes powerful, other times they look gassed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's conserving energy and basically coming out with the right punches at the right time. Right now, Deontay can't afford to miss punches and use up his energy. Tyson Fury
winging power shots now, and Wilder almost takes a knee but does not.
Tyson Fury's coming in with that left-right, also bumping you with the body right after it.
Deontay looks a little fresher than Fury to me right now.
Stop.
Even with the extra weight, and even with the extra mass, you wonder, but so far, so good.
All right, there's Larry Hazard. You see right there, he's got Wilder up 47-45 with the 10-7 round in the 4th. I don't see many 10-7s. 10-8 round the other way, Fury with the knockdown, and both men looked badly hurt. That's the other thing to emphasize here. Bombs!
Good answer from Wilder after the big right hand from Fury. Neither man wanting to give an inch.
Now they maul on the inside, no question. Deontay Wilder showed a hard jab from the outset, hard right hands, and has been able to back Fury up, but when Fury counters, it is nasty. Both men look badly hurt in this fight already. Barely climbing off the deck.
It's only the 6th round.
Yeah, halfway through, right hands. Wilder tries to weather the storm. Steps back in with his own shot. Fury starting to move his own head. Caught him with the right hand. Wilder back against the ropes. It didn't get him 100%, but it certainly clipped him.
Oh,
Uppercut.
there's that uppercut by Fury.
Now Deontay takes a knee, but he got forced down there. No, Russell Morris says that's not a knockdown. It was close.
He's trying to stop Fury from putting his weight on him.
I think that was the correct call, but others might argue. Hard right hand from Fury. He's got Wilder on the ropes. Wilder's not want to be there.
Wilder looks really tired right now. He's got to be careful because when he's throwing his punches, leaving himself open.
And they both look tired right now to me, champ.
No question. Final 10 seconds, round number 6. Haymaker from Wilder, but he's able to duck under that right hand from Fury. The dangerous right hand from the champion of the world. We go to both corners, and both sides have a lot of work to do.
Look at me. Wake the fuck up. You getting a little lackadaisical off the break. That's all you got to do is stay alert, and you can control this dude. He only closed space when you're not being alert.
Changes from both guys. Every time a fighter makes a mistake, the other one tries to capitalize, and they're not capitalizing or taking advantage of the mistake with pity-pat shots. They're knockout blows, even the jabs, every punch they throw is a knockout shot.
And here you see the uppercut by Fury because Deontay puts his head down. He's got to be careful when he's tired not to put his head down. He's got to keep his composure and keep his head up.
As we said before the fight, you think you know, but you don't know. And round 7 here, 3 knockdowns. Wilder has put Fury down on the deck twice. Each time it looked like Fury might not answer the bell, but there's a hard shot again. And certainly Wilder, when he went down, it did not look good. Wilder's been down once, Fury twice.
Right, there are no guarantees in the heavyweight division.
You have to like the way Wilder has responded, though. After the beatdown, after all the excuses, fires his trainer, but he comes back like a man here tonight.
Wilder has to be careful. Although he's tired, he can't be throwing these wild punches. That's just going to exert him even more and leave himself open for Tyson Fury to counterpunch.
He does look tired, no question. Legs not as steady, not as sturdy as Tyson Fury's.
Stop! Let go!
Russell Moore, yeah, he's busy in there. A lot to do. Fury able to get out of the way, slipping that right hand. It goes back to the body.
Good body shot from Deontay right there. Brought the left behind the right.
Andre, I would think, though, that for Wilder to have a real shot, they've got to be at distance, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, he doesn't want Fury leaning on him where he's putting pressure on his back. That's hard. But inside, Deontay Wilder is giving just as much as he's giving.
Big right hand by Fury.
But Wilder's getting ready to try to land that right hand.
And that just grazed his chin.
Stop! Stop!
Even when Wilder's hurt, you can see him thinking, if he just gets closer, I'm going to land this right hand. He's always dangerous.
Tyson Fury hit him with a right hand, but he's smothering himself when that he can't throw any more punches. He's got to throw that left, right, and keep the distance so he can
he doesn't want to get hit with the counter.
It's a pitched battle here in the 7th round, heavyweight championship of the world. That looked low from Fury. Morris says move those shots up. Right hand cupping shot. Oh, now Wilder gets hit with the right hand to the side of his head. Answers back. There is a vintage right hand from Wilder.
This is where Tyson Fury needs to throw his punch. Deontay just threw 5 punches and missed. This is where you have to come back.
He landed there, landed the jab, landed the right hand. Wilder now fires back. Oh, there's Fury with the right hand. Wilder's hurt. Wilder's hurt. He wobbled. He almost fell over into the ropes. He is close to going out. Now Fury. What a round! There's 35 seconds left. Wilder looked like he was going to goodnight.
Wilder's looking tired. He has to keep that composure.
Takes a right hand again. Yeah, he is stumbling back toward the corner. But every time he looks like he's done, he has an answer. You wonder how often he can keep doing that.
And that answer is the big right hand.
What a fantastic round. Again, we talk trilogies, and you hate to compare anything to Frazier Ali or even Bo Holyfield, but wow, that round was something else. Punch stats out the window at this point because it's a war. It's a war. Both guys look like they might not be standing in the next 30 seconds. Both are still throwing hard shots and both showing incredible will to continue this fight at a high level. Wilder looks fairly wobbly, but he's still able to fire. Fury now looks like he has more energy, moving forward. Wilder backing up, eats a jab.
Wilder's moving the wrong way. He's moving right into the right hand.
And he can't be moving backwards either, Lennox.
No.
It's a dangerous place. He doesn't fight well. Backing up. Right hand by Fury. Wilder on the ropes.
Wilder looked very
He blocked
fatigued.
that shot, but not the second right hand, and the uppercut strafes the front of his face.
He looked very fatigued in that corner in between rounds. I think he's still trying to get his breath back. He's trying to catch a second win right now.
Larry Hazard, our unofficial scorer, has it even so far. Again, I'll let him deal with that. You can't look away. This is a hard-hitting home run battle. Hard right hand by Deontay Wilder.
That's what Fury has to stop letting Deontay Wilder do. Wilder likes to take that big step forward to get maximum power, and for whatever reason, Wilder's right in line. Fury's right in line to get hit by the right hand.
Yeah, he should be taking a step backwards.
Landed with the hook. He got underneath and was able to duck under the Fury right hand, but got hit with a combination. Wilder looks hurt, but he takes a step forward. Fury is landing hard shots. The will of both champions being tested. Wilder now backing up again.
Like I said, Wilder is moving the wrong way. Fury throws a good looping right hand that way. And Wilder has his hands down as well. He needs to keep his defense in check.
Right hand lands for Fury. Another right hand. Wilder is wobbled. He's got a minute to go in this 8th round.
Tyson Fury's got to push Wilder off of him, reset, and go right back to him right now because he's not only hurt, but he's fatigued.
Again, the judges could have this fight even. Larry Hazard has it even right now. Big right hand. You had the feeling this is not going to go to the scorecards, but we don't know.
I highly doubt it.
I don't think so either, Andre. I don't think so.
I'd be shocked.
Punches in the back of it.
I mean, they're just wobbling around there now, but their upper half has a lot of fight left in them. Legs, I'm not sure about.
Wilder's taking some hellacious 1-2s from Tyson Fury, and he's answering with his own shots right now.
Again, Wilder is one of the biggest punchers in the history of the heavyweight division, but it's Tyson Fury who seemingly has the heavier hands here tonight.
Here comes Wilder.
Once he's just not there.
Yeah, once Tyson Fury has him missing, he's got to counterpunch him. He's got to hit him.
Snaps him back with the jab, but Wilder has enough energy to get underneath and slip the right hand. Tyson Fury outlanding Deontay Wilder 98-54. But again, Wilder has the 2 knockdowns. And watch Deontay Wilder land with that shot in the right hand, but he's seemingly like grabbing his wrist or his hand, Lennox.
Yeah, he might have heard it. He might have heard it.
Wow. Again, those are big shots from Fury. He is the puncher here tonight. But he's been down twice. I would presume so. He's the only man that can get in the ring. One of the ringside physicians.
Well, we're gonna see if Deontay's gonna be still throwing that right hand. Even if it's broken, he's still got to throw it.
Stop! Let him go. Let him go.
All right, Heidi Androl has just asked the corner of Deontay Wilder, and they say the right hand is fine, as Wilder fires a right hand to the body.
I don't think anything's wrong. If you watch Wilder's previous fights, he does that a lot. I think it's just a habit.
Okay.
See, he's doing it right now. He does it after each punch.
Wilder again trying to jab to the body. Again, that is an effective tactic. His jabbing has made a big difference in this fight. As Fury then lands a hard shot to the body. Again, it's become a battle, a slugfest. It's boxing, but it's slugging as well. How much they have? Oh, good combination. Fury drops his hands. Wilder clipped him. Deontay has such power.
Then Tyson Fury smothers Deontay Wilder to take some steam off the shot and to allow himself to recover.
Again, this is 277 versus 238. Biggest heavyweight matchup in history for the real heavyweight championship of the world. A little pawing jab there, 2 of them from Fury. Just wants to touch Wilder, moving back. That's a hard jab.
The jab is interrupting anything Wilder wants to do.
Excellent point, Lennox, no question. See, even when they're just kind of putting it out there, even if you throw it as a blinder, again, the punch that put Fury down for the 12th round. Wilder looks hurt. He came after a blinder of a jab from Deontay Wilder. Then he put Fury on his back. You need the jab and the right hand. Wow, there's so many moments where I think Wilder is done, guys. So many, but he's not.
You got to give Wilder credit for standing up because he's not just hurt, he's fatigued and he keeps recovering and coming back. And he'll get hurt and he keeps recovering and coming back. You got to give him credit for that, but he's got to try to get his own shot in there to kind of take some of the play away from Tyson Fury right now.
And that's the jab. He's got to get that jab going. Right now, Tyson Fury has the jab going better than him.
Whoever commits to the jab and goes back to it, because they both kind of got away from it, is going to have the most success. They can rest while they're using it, they can set up punches while they're using it, and they can inflict punishment with the jab.
First fight was exciting, second fight was a beatdown. This fight's been thrilling.
Classic so far.
Yep, no question. Right hand from Deontay Wilder. Still has some pop on it. Fury backs Wilder into the corner, hits him with a hook. Right hand by Fury. The crowd is gasping when these guys hit each other.
Fury sneaks in that little uppercut in there. He's been doing that the last two fights, even this fight.
Wilder again doesn't look good. His mouth is wide open, sucking in that air. But he lands an uppercut on Fury as he comes in. He twists around now and gets Fury into the corner. Fury applies the body weight. Another pitched battle, and it looks like he has more energy right now in this fight. But Deontay Wilder has never given up, and he's been able to answer in just about every single round. Round 10. They have gone at it. Pitched battle the whole night.
Wilder's keeping his hands too low right now, and all Tyson Fury has to do, because he's a taller man, is jab.
Fury comes in, puts Wilder on the ropes. There have been so many moments where Deontay Wilder looks like, okay, he's going to wobble and just fall over. But he's got real guts, there's no question. Second fight I mentioned, he never quit. Big right hand by Fury. Wilder wobbled again, now he's in the corner. He's eating right hands, and a body shot from Fury.
That's a mean combination right there from Tyson Fury. He capped it off with a huge body shot.
And again, Andre, I've said it many times, but this man's a natural fighter. He's a boxer, he's a fighter. Fury keeps coming at you. Does things just naturally.
I just don't know how Deontay Wilder's standing up to this kind of punishment.
Stop punches, stop punches.
He is barely. And yet, he could still be in this fight.
He's a punch away. He's always a punch away.
Bernardo Osuna is telling us that Wilder's corner, they're complaining about rabbit punches from Tyson Fury, but a lot of times I think it's Wilder bending over to the side and then just Fury chopping down.
Yeah, it is. You know, Wilder puts his head down when he has to keep his head up and his hands up as well.
This fight could end any second. I mean, it's felt that way the last 40 minutes, but it looks that way now too.
Wilder landed that uppercut at the end of the last round. He's got to try to get another shot in there. Those are shots that Fury, he's not looking out for, because that wasn't something Wilder showed in the first two fights. Wilder's got to keep
by Fury, and down goes Deontay Wilder.
Big shot by Tyson Fury.
Deontay Wilder was off balance before he received that shot.
Can Deontay recover? 1 minute left in this round. Russell Moore, let him go. Heavyweight championship. Big right hand. Fury comes in for the kill. A lot of time left. Ooh. Big right hand by Fury. Wilder trying to hold on and survive.
This is where Fury should go to the body when you got a guy hurt. The guy's expecting you to come back to the head, but if you go to the body, you're going to take more steam out of him.
Fury's got to give himself some space and try to land another big shot.
Fury landing uppercuts there and trying with the hook off the uppercut. Those are effective shots, but he's not getting a lot of pop on him. And now we're under 30 seconds to go. Wilder desperately needs to get to the corner and try to recover. Now Wilder fires back. What does he have left? Now uppercut by Fury. Deontay Wilder is on wobbly legs, and he wobbles again from a hook.
Tyson Fury's got to give himself some space right now.
Final seconds.
Oh, a buck for Tyson Fury right now.
Wilder with a second right hand, and then a hook. Now he answers back on the Gypsy King, and fires back on an answer at the end of the 10th round.
And here you see Tyson Fury catching Deontay Wilder when he was off balance. Oh.
Wow. Right there, Tyson's wife looking on, obviously concerned as we go in now, the 11th round, 2 more to go. Maybe. This is Ward Gatti at the heavyweight level, which is saying something. Stiff jab by Tyson Fury opens up the action in round 11.
Stop.
These kind of trilogies, when there's bad blood and both fighters really want to prove that they're the best, You leave a little something of yourself in each one of those fights to prove that you are the best and you are the man, and both fighters are doing that in this ring tonight.
I think, though, too, Andre, I mean, Fury's winning these rounds, right?
Yeah, he's winning them. He's winning the majority of these rounds. And Wilder's having his moment at the end.
Big right on top of us. Sweat flying from Wilder. Wilder does not look good, but we've been saying that all night.
Wilder does not look stable on his feet right now.
Trying to stay up. Hard body shot by Fury. Has Wilder wobbling. 2 minutes to go.
Uppercut by Fury.
Right hand by Fury as well. Wilder somehow staying on his feet. Taking supernatural strength.
Fury throwing that uppercut again.
And down goes Wilder. And that's it. It's over. Russell Mora waves it off. He's not counting. The Gypsy King is the heavyweight champion of the world. In an all-time great heavyweight fight. All-time great.
What a fight. Unbelievable.
That's a modern-day classic, fellas. That's a modern-day classic fight.
Deontay Wilder did everything he could. Fury kept coming back. Fury hit the deck twice and came back and won that fight.
Yo, you had drama in the first fight. You had drama in the second fight. You got drama in the third fight.
Better even than we hoped. Better. Wow. Sensational. A mix landing and starts doing damage. Body shot, and then he's going to come up top.
And at this point, when you're fatigued, you see the punch coming, but you can't really get out of the way of it. Both guys got extremely long arms, but Wilder has been taking those kind of shots for the past 5 or 6 rounds, and you think he's done, and then he answers, but he couldn't answer with this 1-2 from Tyson Fury. And Deontay Wilder went out the way that he wanted to go out in the second fight, on his shield.
That's a good point. Not only that, Russell Mora called the end to this fight with Wilder in the air.
Yeah.
Wilder did not even hit the canvas, and Mora said, no, that's it. That's it.
Game over.
He's seen enough.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he went down, Wilder could not continue.
And let me tell you, Wilder was still trying to get up.